What up guys, Santoros here back at again with another reaction style video. So today we're looking at 5 tragic details you missed in Revenge of the Sith, done by Deep Dive. This is a viewer requested video. I'm excited to hop right into this and see what we got going because I definitely love Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith is well recognized as the best prequel movie for its stunning visuals, epic battles, and emotional story. But George Lucas isn't just a master of large-scale world building. He also makes sure to include the fine details. Join me on the dark side as we look at the top 5 tragic details you may have missed in Revenge of the Sith. Number 1. Anakin's lightsaber ignition noise changes when he joins the dark side. In Attack of the Clones in the first half of Revenge of the Sith, Anakin's lightsaber has the standard Jedi activation sound,
Interesting.
a swift hum rising and falling in pitch.
One way out of here.
But listen to the sound of his lightsaber ignition during Order 66.
Oh shit, that's
It's
right.
slower and lower pitched, matching Vader's future red lightsaber.
That's a cool, I don't know how I didn't notice that.
Let's watch the comparison again.
One way out of here.
It's more subtle and sharper. It's like you're cutting through something.
It's a cool detail, showing Anakin's state of mind through only the sound of his lightsaber. But just before this moment, we have dark detail number 2. The younglings are the only Jedi in the films to call him Master.
True.
Sure, we have Ahsoka in the expanded universe, but when it comes to just the films, we see Anakin spend the entire movie desperately trying to achieve the rank of Master. For his own ego, and also so he can access the Jedi's most secret knowledge in the hopes that it will save Padme. But ironically, his focus on respect from those above him makes him end up losing those below him, who he neglected to care for.
You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank.
Super disrespectful, but it is what it is.
What?
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
I wonder if that made him mad.
After Anakin's chilling execution of Order 66 at the Jedi Temple, we get dark detail number 3, his arrival on Mustafar to wipe out the Separatist leaders. Anakin's despised them since Episode 1, when the first antagonist he ever had to face was Newt Gunray and his army of droids on Naboo. Not to mention that since then, Newt Gunray has propagated the Clone Wars and directly tried to assassinate Padme numerous times.
Yeah, he was a menace.
As it is, Anakin seeks revenge against the now defeated Separatists with reckless abandon, swinging his lightsaber wildly with no caution or care. If you look closely, you can even see the pain in his face as he does so, with flashbacks to his loss of control at the Tusken camp. But this isn't the emotional state he holds for the entire assault. In the middle of his attack, we get one small moment where he looks back and stares directly into the camera,
His eyes.
showing the audience his corrupted dark side eyes. But in the actual scene, there's obviously no camera there. So what's he looking at? Well, Anakin's not just breaking the fourth wall here. There's a reason he looks back with such intensity. We see him kill almost all the Separatists as quickly as possible, and then after this scene he turns to hunt down Wat Tambor. At that point, we can only speculate on what he was looking back to, but in the next scene it's confirmed that the only remaining Separatist leader, the only person left behind him, was Newt Gunray himself. The dark detail here is that Anakin purposely saves Newt Gunray for last, to build as much fear and suffering for him as possible, as revenge for how he was the main threat to Padme all those years. Then, when Anakin finally faces Newt Gunray, he doesn't slash wildly as he did for the rest. He stares him down for a solid 8 seconds of intimidation, makes him beg for his life, and then coldly slices through him in a controlled way. It's a small detail of the scene,
to do that.
but it really shows the difference between Anakin's uncontrolled pain versus Vader's cold and calculating vengeance. But Anakin's not the only one with dark moments in Revenge of the Sith, which brings us to detail number 4. Obi-Wan's high ground attack was actually his second try. Moments before, when the former friends were battling on the droids over the lava river, Anakin tries a similar flipping move. He leaps from his droid over Obi-Wan's head, and Obi-Wan slashes for his legs, just barely missing. Later in the battle, when Obi-Wan says,
Don't try it!
He's warning Anakin that the move may have worked the first time, but Obi-Wan is ready for it now. He'd already seen the trick once, and he had practiced attempting it. As we all know, Obi-Wan wouldn't miss the second time. But there's also something poignant about the fact that Obi-Wan continuously aims to cut off Anakin's legs, rather than killing him outright. It's a small detail that speaks volumes of Obi-Wan's feelings about the duel and his expertise as a Jedi Master. But the fifth and final dark detail of the film comes when Anakin is being changed into Darth Vader,
I like
with
this
his
one a lot.
mechanical limbs and suit. Looking from the aerial shot, we can see that the hospital where Anakin is turned into his more menacing form from the original trilogy displays the Imperial insignia on the floor, a darkly subtle nod to where things would go from here. So those are our 5 dark details from Revenge of the Sith. Did any of
It's so crisp when they put on the mask too, like super clean. The one about Obi-Wan and the flip trick, like I guess it's similar, but like also he's actually on higher ground, whereas they're on level platforms there, so I don't know if it really makes too much of a difference, but I guess it technically is a warning because he's like, hey, you just did this, so don't try it, because now I have more of an advantage than what I had last time. But
if them surprise you or change the way you view the film? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to check out my channel.
yeah, that was a cool video. The one I didn't know was the lightsaber thing. I didn't realize that. I've seen the movies a ton, and for some reason that never processed in my head. But everything else was, I'd noticed, just the lightsaber thing. And I guess, I mean, the flip thing I noticed, but like, is it technically like a tragic detail? I don't know, but it's still cool. But yeah, I like the breakdown. Got a thumbs up for me. Cool stuff. Hope maybe you guys learned some things, because I was able to learn something, which is really awesome. It's you know why I'm a fan, because I love the franchise and I love learning new things about it. But anyways, let me know what you guys thought down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and like always, I will see you all in the next video.